Hello, and thank you for watching and listening to another episode of Unmedicated and Educated with Keita Rose. I'm Keita Rose, and here we deep dive, dissect, and sometimes diagnose. Because it seems everyone, including myself, I am not excluded, has lost their damn minds. If you are new here, thank you so much for giving me a try. If you're an OG, then you already know what the is going on. Like, share, subscribe, talk shit in my comments. You know, tell me how you really feel. And I'm going to tell you how I really feel about Season 4, Episode 9 of 90 Day Fiancé, Love in Paradise. Y'all, welcome to my reality recap. So we start off with Alex and Adriano. Now remember, Alex wants to keep this man so bad. He's her Italian god. He's who she wants to father her children. She wants to get married to this man, even though he don't believe in Jesus.
I don't believe in anything.
And believes he should have a threesome, at least a couple threesomes a month, period. Like a couple times a month, he needs to feel some other woman's coochie, not yours, but other women. And if you want to be a part of it, great. And if you don't, then he'll just add another woman and they'll go off and do their thing. And Alex is really afraid to move to Australia with him and start this new life because that's the plan, right? They're supposed to move to Australia, get married, have children, and live happily ever after. But she's afraid that Adriano will leave one night, have his threesome, cheat on her, or go find somebody that wants to give him a threesome, go find somebody that believes what he believes, which he's an atheist, so he doesn't believe in anything, leave her stranded in a foreign country by herself. And you know what? That's a pretty accurate fear. Like, that's a pretty valid fucking fear. I'm scared to be left downtown Dallas. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, do I have an Uber close by? Is it about to be nighttime? Am I by Oak Cliff? So the fact that you would go to Australia for a man, somewhere that you haven't been, you don't understand where you are, you can't really read street signs. I've never been to Australia. I don't know if it's like, is street signs in English? Probably. I don't know. But anyways, you're in a foreign area and you're scared, right? So I understand her fears. And so she wants to make sure that Adriano is really serious about this relationship. But the truth is, Adriano is a free-spirited man who's not really serious about anything. He's kind of just going with the flow, right? He likes to have sex and he likes to swim and he likes to eat good food. And I mean, this man has an amazing life. And the truth is, I don't believe that Adriano would enjoy being a dad and having responsibilities. You know, sometimes we meet people and we have so much fun with them and we relate so much to them and we have good conversation and amazing sex and we have really fun experiences when we're with them. So we think that this is the one, this is the guy, this is the girl that I'm going to marry and have children with and spend the rest of my life with. But you don't take into account how that person is going to act in the next chapters of you guys' life. This was fun when we were single and now we're dating and we're having sex and we're doing this. But when we have to wake up at 5 a.m. because Sophie needs to go to the doctors because she has to go to urgent care and she's breaking out into a rash, or you can't go to the club on Friday because Saturday, 9-year-old Michael has basketball practice at 9 o'clock in the morning and you have to take them there and you have to be there because you can't leave them. I think that rule is so fucked up. Let us leave our kids. Let us leave our kids at camps and shit. We'll come back. We promise. I think that they implemented that rule because they knew that some parents was going to be like, oh shit, well, I don't know if I'm coming back. Like, I got other shit to do, okay? I got vacations planned, all right? So this is going to be the last day that Tiffany, her cousin, is in Italy visiting them. And then after that, Alex is going to return home too. And Tiffany's had enough. She's tried to be supportive. She tried to be there. She tried to give him a real chance. That's hence the fact that she's in Italy meeting him in person. But she doesn't like him.
She has been my support. She has opened up my eyes to a lot of things regarding my relationship with Adriano.
And she knows her cousin, Alex, and she knows what her cousin wants. And she doesn't think that Adriano is going to be able to step up to the plate. And she doesn't think he wants to, right? And so Tiffany's in the kitchen and she doesn't really know yet that Adriano had a conversation with Alex about having a threesome with Tiffany. And so Tiffany's like, listen, I don't know what it is about this man that you're not getting, but you guys aren't compatible. I'm going to call my mama. Like, yeah, I'm going to tell my mama on you. So she calls up Christine, who's Tiffany's mom, Alex's aunt, and she tells her the story. And Christina's like, what's wrong with you? What's going on? Why are you so in love and infatuated with this man that you can't see that he is not the one for you? And then Alex decides to let them all know that, you know, he disclosed to me that he wouldn't mind sleeping with me and Tiffany at the same time. And oh my God, Tiffany was like, enough.
What do you say about Tiffany?
How
What did he say about Tiffany?
basically he said that he wouldn't mind having a threesome with me and Tiffany.
Girl,
Oh, hell no.
girl, you lying. Don't lie. That's not
Lying.
I want you to leave him. I can't wait till you break up with him. I hope you leave him now. You should be coming on this plane with me. We should be leaving the country, leaving this country together to go back home so that you can get your mind right and get your mind away and off of Adriano. And so Alex knows, you can see it all in her face, that today needs to be the day that she breaks up with Adriano. And you can just tell that this is, speaking of making people sick, it makes me sick to know that you guys don't have your mood box yet. What are you waiting for? Go on down to KitaSaidIt.com, go shop my merch, support the channel, support your girl, and in return, I'm gonna support you, okay? Use code LOVEMAMA or LOVEKita for a discount and a free gift, because you know I got you like that. It's making me sick. It's making me want to. It's sickening. Go down to my website, shop the merch, and show a little support. I love you. Next we have, speaking of being disgusted in a human being, like a human being being so vile, atrociously disgusting, Kyle and Annie. So the last time they got into a fight, right, Annie wanted Kyle to purchase a plan B, and
I just asked you for one little thing, and you couldn't buy it for me.
honestly, ladies, if you're with a man who won't even purchase you a plan B, you can best believe he is not gonna be there to financially support that baby. So if you gotta spend that $40, I think it's $49 now because of inflation. If you gotta spend that $49, go ahead and do that, because he's absolutely going to skip out on those child support payments, and he is not going to be there to financially take care of you and your child. You can tell because he can't even make the responsible decision to pay $49.99 to get rid of the little problem. I mean mistake. I mean blessing. So Kyle sits Annie down and he's like, hey, listen, I wanted to let you know that I know you're mad at me about the whole plan B situation, but I got tested. I am a clean man. I have no STDs. And she's like, why do I care? I never asked you to get tested. You're probably only getting tested so that you can show other women that you're safe so that you can continue to donate.
No, because you're doing this so you can go donate and show all the other moms how healthy you are.
Are you willing to stop naturally donating? I have no problem with you giving your sperm in a little, container to these women that are desperate to have children, but I do not want you naturally inseminating these women, aka cheating on me, having sex with these women and getting them pregnant. I'm done with that. I don't want a boyfriend that does that. And so he's like, actually, no, I'm not done. I can't see myself ever stopping. I don't want to, and I don't think I am. And Annie's like, yeah, I know you're not, because sometimes when women are like, I need a baby, I really want to get pregnant, I see you commenting on those
bitches' pages, and I don't like it, those bitches.
And I'm like, I don't know why you so mad at them, girl. Why they gotta be bitches, girl? Sis, is that your man? That's yours? I'm a bitch? Well, you a silly hoe. Anyways, basically Kyle says that he cannot stop donating, and he's not, so
I don't think I can.
and he dumps his ass.
Bye.
For me, it's over then.
Bye, Kyle. Bye, vile Kyle. With a little dash of racism and a small amount of balding and a little eye that goes left when it's supposed to go right. Bye-bye.
Amen. Annie has finally had enough and wants to leave him. Thank God we don't have to see this couple anymore. Oh, and so close to the season finale. It's getting better as we watch through the season. Yes. So next we have Luke and Madeline, and honestly, I don't have much to say about them. He thought Madeline cheated because his friend Brian told him that Madeline was in a house, or was in a bed with a man butt naked, and she was topless.
Yeah, and he said that you were topless while he was in the same bed with you.
She didn't want to say sorry, but then he kept begging her to say sorry because he wanted her to show that she was sorry. And y'all, let this be a lesson that anytime that you have to beg somebody to say sorry, anytime that you have to continuously coerce somebody to say sorry, they are not sorry. They do not care. And they're only doing it because they fear you won't shut the up. And that's what happened here.
I am not a person who just apologize for make someone happy.
She said that she didn't have parents, and so Luke is teaching her what true love is. What I don't like is how he talks to her. He already says that she's a teenager, so he's like, hey, look at me, look at me. Look me in my eye, apologize now. And it's like he's disciplining her. Like they have that sort of like, you're my older uncle that teaches me right from wrong because mommy and daddy aren't there. It's not worth explaining, but those who got it, right? And those who didn't, good for you. Good for damn you. But he speaks to her like a parental figure. All right, next we have Shawn and Aaliyah. So Shawn and Aaliyah have agreed that they will no longer be in an open relationship that Aaliyah didn't know about. The last time we found out that Aaliyah was in an open relationship, but she didn't really know until she found out that Shawn was cheating on her.
I noticed that he's have like apps that you can date someone.
She was getting cheated on. There was no open relationship. She just didn't know because she didn't ask. So there's that. And really how Shawn positioned it was like, well, she never asked me if I was being faithful. So because she didn't, I didn't tell her. And that's how come she didn't know that we were in an open relationship. Do you guys believe that in a relationship, once you get serious with somebody enough to have sex with them for the first time, you should disclose without them asking, you should disclose whether or not you're sleeping with other people? Or do you believe that, hey, if you don't ask, I'm not going to tell and it is what it is? Let me know in the comments below. Me personally, I'd like you to go ahead and tell me if you're spreading somebody else's booty cheeks apart, if you don't mind. But don't worry, I'm gonna ask on the very first date, and then I'm gonna ask on every date after that, and then I'm gonna double ask if we sleep together and triple ask if we sleep together unprotected. Don't you worry. So next we go on to Alex and Adriano. They are on a boat. The scene is beautiful. The scenery is great. The water looks amazing. I know that Adriano has amazing sex, and the reason I know this is because any man that is willing to wear a Speedo and that doesn't care about it looking damn near like a thong up his butt crack has a lot of confidence. And usually men get some of their confidence, not all, but some of their confidence for how they handle it in the bedroom. How they
bust it down in the bedroom.
That's maybe one of the reasons why Alex can't seem to leave this man alone, even though she knows that he's absolutely horrible for her. Adriano dives into the water and he's like, the water is perfect, jump in. And Alex is depressed, she's sad. You can see it all over her face and she doesn't want to join the party. She doesn't want to jump in the water. She doesn't want to really talk. She kind of just wants to get it over with because she knows today needs to be the day that she breaks up with Adriano.
Maybe not. Not this time. No.
So he gets back on the boat and he's like, what's wrong? And she's like, I can't do the whole threesome thing and you won't stop. And he's like, yeah, I told you I'm persistent. Like, I'm not going to stop. And she's like, exactly. And so I need to let you go. You say things like, let's have sex with my cousin. And that's nasty. And it's disrespectful to not only my cousin, but to me as well. And I don't like that.
I told Tiffany about what you said. How you wanted to have a threesome with us. That's my cousin. That shouldn't even been a conversation.
And so in response, Adriano goes, it was a joke. Sorry, I'm a human. I made a mistake. And she's like, I don't think it was a joke. And I think you're just saying that to save face. And also because you won't stop with this threesome thing and because you don't believe, I have to break things off with you. I can't do this anymore. And so she starts to cry. And Adriano can't even muster up a tear. He's like, okay, what? She's like, I'm sad. He's like, what does that mean? I'm sad. I'm sad. I don't want to break up with you. Like, what do you mean? What does that mean? But he's like, everything okay. And it's just funny how like foreigners will know when they're offended and they'll be able to like really break down and explain to you what you've done wrong. But when they've done something wrong that hurts you, instead of saying sorry or understanding you, they somehow can't comprehend. So it's kind of like a foreigner that just got into the country and says yes for everything. They're like, yes. What's your name?
Yes.
What's your favorite color?
Yes.
Do you even like being here? Where do you live?
Yes.
So that's kind of like how that was. He was very much so like, I don't know what you're so sad about, but hey, we're in paradise, right? Let's just have fun. So he pours her up some champagne and she cries on a boat, leaving her Italian god. Yikes, I hate it for her. So that was the end of the recap for season 4, episode 9. So far, 2 of the 4 couples that should break up have broken up. We're making progress here, people. It's like everybody is gaining emotional intelligence and just knows when shit isn't gonna go well and when they're wasting their time. Y'all, since we are wrapping up this season of 90 Day Fiancé Love in Paradise, please let me know what seasons you would like me to cover next. What are your favorite shows? What do you like to watch when you're bored, when you're sad, when you're overstimulated, when you just need to get away from those damn kids? Let me know. I'll look at your comments. I'll read all the comments. And until next time, baby, I will holla.